Hello, everyone. Good evening. How are we all doing today? On my own part, I'm doing very well. Thank you. For many of you, please let me know in the comment section our week is, how our week has been so far. Today is Wednesday. We are halfway to the weekend. The weekend is upon us. For me, I look forward to the weekend from Wednesday. So, how are we all doing? All right, Mariam. It's nice to hear that. It's nice to see that your week is going really well. Can we please all confirm you can hear me clearly? Good evening, Adiola. Hello. Welcome, everyone. I will begin in 3 minutes so I can let everyone say their hellos and tell me how their week has been so far. I'd love to know how your week has been so far and how the lectures um has been coming up for you. Okay, so Style says you can barely hear me. Can you hear me better now? Ayikachi, I'm glad that your week is fine. Vanessa, finding hard to manage time. No worries, Vanessa. You get a hang of it soon when it comes to time management. Ooh, Ayikachi, I'm so sorry to hear about your friend passing. May his or her soul rest in God's awesome. Be strong. Yes, I'm your line. Noticed yesterday, the reception yesterday was really bad. It affected most of my work, but oh, my namesake is here. Hi, Cynthia Adams. Good evening. I really wish I could pronounce most of your lovely names. Good evening, everyone. I see all of your amazing texts. Yes, so it's 5 minutes, and today we will be rounding off the week. Um, this week's uh, the Yoruba girl. I'm also glad that you're here. So we'll be rounding up this week's topic with understanding the importance of professionalism and etiquette. Apologies for this. I'm yet to edit, which I will. I will edit it. I'll make sure that you have the revised version of this slide. Today, we will, as this is the last of the topic we need to treat today, we will have more time to address any questions that you have had or you you have maybe probably thought of while you were, going over your notes. Today we will talk about all of that. We did problem solving yesterday. I discussed all of this. So today we're going to talk about professionalism and etiquette in the virtual workspace. The importance of professionalism and etiquette in the virtual workspace. So what is professionalism? What is professionalism? We've been talking about professionalism since this week began. I told you we can never talk too much about it because you always have to be professional. Because you are in the virtual space doesn't mean that you can just, you know, be yourself. We have to be professional. So professionalism and etiquette, these are essential in any workspace, be it physical or virtual. And especially when you are working remotely as a virtual assistant, as most of our communication is online, it's important that we present ourselves professionally. So now, do not say because the client or whoever it is I'm dealing with cannot see me, I can just be my default mode. No, you are at work. You must maintain your professionalism at all times. So now, what do you need to know? What are the important key concepts about professionalism and etiquette? No, Justina, this isn't project and product design. This is virtual assistance. All right, so let's go right into it. What are the important key concepts of professionalism and etiquette? Now, with professionalism, it assists in consistency. I'm so sorry, consistency in communication. So once you're professional and you observe the all of the etiquettes in the virtual workspace, it's gonna help you be consistent in your communication. Your professional tone. You would always, for your professional tone, to help with professional tone, you always need to use a polite, and you have to use a polite tone in emails, messages, and in video call. Acknowledge your clients. Hello, how you doing? How is your day going? Before you go into the main reason why you're reaching out, except in the event where it's a correspondence where you've been already talking, already in communication with the client, so you can always just go right into it. Probably when you're replying an email, and you can just go directly into it. So you don't necessarily need to say hi and hello. No, you don't necessarily need to say how are you doing every time you are responding to an email. In the event where it's so virtually you so this should be texting, more like good writing. Make sure are your emails and your messages are well written with correct grammar and spellings. That's why you need to proofread everything you're sending out to everything you're sending out of your company to your client, or whatever communication it is that you're having with your client. You always have to make sure that the emails and the texts are well written. Check for misspelled words. Make sure that you're using the right grammar. Check for typo errors. Check for so there are some events where you can write a word 2 times. I think I used to say tautology. Sure. That's when you're saying something 2 times or something like that. So you just have to make sure that you review, you proofread whatever it is that you're sending out, or whatever communication it is, especially if it is in written form, be it physically written or text or typed on the system. You have to make sure you proofread. Now, to also aid in consistency in communication is quick responses. Always give feedback. Reply your clients as soon as possible. This helps build trust. Now, if a client reaches out to you, or anything it is that you're working, if it's your client or your team, you always have to give them quick responses. And in the event where you're unable to get a response from your team, because most times you don't make the decision, your team is the one that gives you the information to give to the client, or in the events where or in a situation whereby you need to like make the research and give your client feedback, try and give your feedback in very, very timely manners. And in the event where you cannot give a timely feedback, you tell the client that, oh, I am currently, okay, you can say something like, hi Timmy, apologies you have not, okay, apologies in my delay. So you have to apologize for delaying the response or the feedback. Apologies in my delayed feedback, apologies for my delayed feedback. I will get back to you on this in so give person a time frame and make sure you meet up to that time frame. Another very important key concept of professionalism and etiquette is respecting boundaries and time zones. So now this works both ways. Now, in professional assistance, most times we work with clients from that are in a different time zone. So you have to be aware of those time zones and be mindful of your clients' working hours. It's going to take you time, but you will. So first thing you want to do in that situation is to sometimes you get to have your client details beforehand. And in the event where you don't have your client's detail beforehand, you have to ask, you ask politely, and they will provide it for you. You can just, can you please confirm what time zone you are in, or what's the most convenient time to call you? I am currently, you tell them what your time zone is, and if, or okay, let's say they say, I'm available by 3 p.m. And you have to ask, oh, to them, can you please confirm your time zone? Now, if you know for sure the client is not Nigerian, but in the event when the client is Nigerian, you- some of Nigerians are not in Nigeria, so you just have to confirm their time zones and be mindful. You don't want to call a client when it's too early because our time zone difference, our my evening can be somebody's. Look, actually, my evening right now in Nigeria is somebody's afternoon, 2 p.m. in Canada, and it's another time in California and all of that. So you have to always find out what time zone your client is in, and then in the event where your client is working, you have to find out what time your client gets off work. So you can always ask that by saying something like, "Oh, hello, Timmy. When is the most okay? Let's say let in the event where you call your clients maybe during work because it happens. I've called clients when they're at work, and I will just ask them, "Oh, when is the most convenient time to call you back?" And then they'll say something like, "Oh, you can call me back after work," and then they'll tell you what time it is to call back and the time zone. Sometimes they'll just tell you where it is that they are, like this country or something. So yeah, so please be aware of your that's very, very professional. When you know your client's time zone, you know when to call them. You don't want to call them too early. You don't want to call them too late. Most of them prefer calling them too late, but if you're calling them too late, it's going to be at your own detriment because their their 8 p.m. can be your 1 a.m. And except that is you're comfortable working around that time or it's within your working hours for your company, then it's fine. But I would really not want it solely depends on what the client wants. So you just have to study your client and you would be able to get used to the whole timing thing. So now appropriate timing. Now this is particularly for the emails. Now, you cannot send an email too early because you know how you're not the only one sending email to your client. So they are likely going to get spam mails. They're going to get emails from whatever other newsletters or whatever it is that they have signed up for. So they're also going to get. So you don't want to send an email too early and you don't want to send it too late because if you send email too late, more emails, the emails that come in the morning are going to like push it down and it's going to go down to the bottom. And except your client is really mindful about reading emails, then you would now have to the client will then go and find the email you must have sent. So best practice is if you send an email, send it's either you call the client to let the client know you've sent an email or you send a text to let the client know that, oh, okay, I just hello Timmy, how you doing? I am doing a quick check-in to confirm if you have received or if you have had the chance to review the email I sent you this morning at so time. Now when you do that, excuse me. When you do that, the client is not be going, oh, so she sent me an email, let me go check. Now, with the time, it helps the client to streamline their search, and then it's easy for the client to check the email and then respond back to you. Also, for scheduling meetings, you don't want to schedule a meeting when your team is not available. You don't want to schedule a meeting when it's not convenient for you. Now, what I do is I don't schedule meetings when I know it's not comfortable for me to be in the meeting, except in the event where the client is hell bent on having the meeting by that time. So what I normally do is to ask the client, hi Timmy, can you please provide me with three convenient dates and time that you'd want to schedule this meeting for? And then when the client gives you the dates and time, you check the one that works for you. And then if it doesn't work for you, I don't know. It works for different strokes for different folks anyway. So that's what I do. I want to have options. I want flexibility in whenever I'm scheduling meetings. So yes, another key point, the third point that you'd want to know about professionalism and etiquette is to maintain confidence. Confident, conf, oh my god, confi. What did I write? Just give me a moment. Let me check this. Confidentiality. Hmm. I'm sorry about that. So maintain confidence. What did I write? Just give me a moment to sort this out. Let me confirm. Let me go quickly. Is this correct? Confidentiality. Maintaining partially protecting confidentiality. You know what? Let me just use Google pronunciation because my words are failing me right now. So I just want to do the quick Google. So yes, as virtual assistants, we also make mistakes. I'm human, so please forgive me for not being able to pronounce that right now. Confidentiality. 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 All right, so I am back and I know how to pronounce the word better now. Thank you. Confidentiality. It's just the words can just be mixed up when you have like a lot to. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for confidentiality. It's been a long time. Anyway, so yes, you want to. Thank you, B. All right, so you want to protect sensitive client information because now your clients, when you are working with, you're going to work with like a lot of clients, and you want your clients to be sure that their data is safe with you. We don't want a situation whereby for example, now I mean, we have friends that want to go through your systems, and you don't. I'm not saying your friends are going to do it, but just so that your clients' information, sent because there are some sensitive information about your clients, their name, their email address, their phone numbers, you cannot share that with anybody. It's just for your company use alone. And they are aware that, okay, so they have given this team their number or something, their contact information. There are some people that are very, very high profile and you would not know. So you want to be very, very careful and make sure that everything is kept hush hush and it's only for your company's use, not for your friends to come and because There are some friends that can be very intrusive, and then they go into your computer and they go and see your client's information and copy that. You don't want a problem. You don't want after investigations are done, because if in the event something really bad happens, it's going to tinkle down to you. They're going to trace the whole thing back to you. Yeah, I don't know. So we just want to be very, very careful about that. Yes. Same thing with secure environment. Make sure that you're working from a very secure environment. Now, what most people don't understand is that the, sometimes when your laptop is stolen, it's not, yes, the shell, the laptop itself, it's expensive. It's going to hurt you. You spent money to buy it. But another thing many of us are always worried about is the data, the information that's inside the laptop. If whoever it is that stole, God forbid, to not happen to anybody, but if anybody's system is stolen, well, for the novice thieves or whoever, they will just probably just sell the shell. But then there is information in your system that could either make or break somebody, because there are contacts, there is except maybe you don't save, because I have a habit of saving my, because I do work offline, so I need to have my client's information offline so I can work on the offline while I do the upload online. So I am always having passwords upon passwords to just make sure that in the event that something should happen like that, I know that their information is safe. Now, you always have to maintain, another point you want to know in regards to professionalism and etiquette is your professional appearance. You don't want to dress too relaxed. You want to dress presentable. You want to dress as though you are. Okay, so I don't know if I don't have the link right now, but when it comes to professional appearance, you want to dress appropriately for video calls. As a lady, you want to make sure that everywhere is covered properly. You have to dress modestly. Your sleeves is not showing. I mean, your neckline can show. You can wear sleevelesses depending on where it is you're working from or from for actually. Depends on who you're working for. You can be working for an Islamic company and you want to have to like cover properly, long sleeves and no cleavage showing and all of that. Probably you have to cover your hair. It depends on what your how your company sees the whole dressing to work thing. But then you want to make sure you have a professional appearance, especially for video calls. Make sure your background has no distraction. Your your space is well lit. Like you see today, I promised you all I'm going to go like the extra mile to make sure that you all see my lovely face and you're able to understand the professionalism aspect as to being a virtual assistant and being on a video call. Now, another point we'd want to talk about right now is to be reliable and accountable. As a professional virtual assistant who observes her etiquette properly, you want to meet deadline and take responsibilities. So always try to meet your deadlines, and if there is a delay, inform the client as soon as possible. Now, for taking of responsibility, as much as you can, try not to make excuses, own up to mistakes, and offer solutions to fix them. Yes. Now, politeness, this cannot be, you have to be polite in every setting, professional settings especially. You have to be polite, you have to be respectful, treat everyone with respect no matter their position. So not because let's say I don't know the kind of hierarchy I want to give as an example right now, but you just have to treat everyone with respect so you can be treated with same. So yeah, that's about being respectful. You have to always listen actively, show that you value their opinion. I mean, when you're discussing with your client, your teammates, you have to listen, just listen, and it's going to do you more good because then you get to understand whatever information it is they want to pass to you, and then you have a reasonable response to them. So we're going to move on to why professionalism and etiquette is important in the workspace. Why is it important in our workspace? Now, this helps to build trust. This helps to build trust. Let me just check something to confirm shortly. For some reason, the logo on the screen is blocking. So I want to check my own slide to make sure that I am on point. So, yes, the importance of professionalism and etiquette. This builds respect. You mean treat everyone with courtesy, take responsibility, meet deadline. It's the same thing I have said. I mean, it's you have to just imbue, you have to learn and practice and just make sure that you have all of this at the tip of your finger, so you know that you have to be respectful, you have to take responsibility, and you have to be reliable. That is like the key points of being a professional. It's I think um it's part of our commandments as a professional. You have to. I think these are the three guiding, three musketeers of being a professional. Now there's something they call email etiquette, which is also the same thing. I mean, your professional tone is there. You have to use a formal language and greeting. You have to greet them. That's being professional. That's being respectful. So you want to say hi. You want to say either you want to say dear Timmy, or you say hello Timmy, or you say hi Timmy. But dear is always like the default salutation you want to use when you're writing an email. You want your email subject line to be very, very clear. So now the idea about subject line is giving content to what the email is about. So if the email is an update, you have to say something like update on your package, or yeah, something like that, update on your pack. It depends on what your email is about. Now, if you have a promotion, or if it's a promotional letter, or it's something you applied for, you notice that there'll be like something like congratulations, or something like you made hooray, you made it. Now, when you say hooray, you made it, you want to know what you made. You want to know what it is. Now you are eager to read the email. You're not like, okay, this is happy news, this is happy news. And if you see something like thank you, or you want to know why they're thanking you, so that is like the introductory part. So having a clear subject line properly reflects the content of your email. Chizoba, I don't know. Let's see. Tech Team, can you please help Chizoba out? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Anibaba. Thank you for that. Oh, yes. So, now for email etiquette, now it depends. Now if you have if the email you're writing has bullet points, or you want to itemize a few points that you're trying to make in the email, you have to use an organized a clear section for bullet points, so that your email doesn't look jam packed. You have to use correct spacing, and so your email doesn't just look compact together. Give enough spacing in your email, not too much spacing, just as you would write a written letter where you want to skip lines. As that's how you do it in emails. You want to go to the next. You want to just press enter to give it spacing, adequate spacing for the email, so it is easy to be read, and it's going to be easier to read. And even when you're proofreading, because when you want to check for error, if it's compact, you probably will not see the mistakes in your own email, because of it's all closely packed together. Another email etiquette is to formally sign off. Now, that is, you've opened the email with salutations, good evening, oh, sorry, dear Timmy, or dear whoever it is that you're sending these salutations to. Now, when you open it, you want to close your email. And you can close your email with best regards, best wishes, regards sincerely, yours truly, and then followed by their name. And then you've ended the email. So you open with dear Timmy or dear the name of your client, and you close with best regards or sincerely. Now, like I've already talked about timely response. This is also very important. Oh, yeah. Like I said before, today's class is not going to be a very long one. Today's class is not going to be a long one. We have actually come to the close end of, we're almost at the end of today's topic. So, yes, so for timely response, you want to respond promptly, aim for replies within 24 hours. Yes, this is very, very true. You don't want to reply, you don't want to keep your client waiting more than a day for feedback. That's not nice. You want to, oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, you want to give your clients timely feedback within. Thank you, Precious Empire. I really, really appreciate that feedback. Thank you. And I'm glad that you are enjoying this class. So for the timely response, to respond promptly, you don't want to. So the question you ask is, what if the person is an? So it's not a time for questions, but I mean, since we're in the yes sir or madam or dear Mrs. Honestly, honestly, in a professional setting, it's first names. It's because we're in Nigeria that you want to add the Mr. This or Mrs. This. But in a professional settings, you just, thank you, lovely. You just address them by their first name because it's just in Nigeria, honestly, that we do the whole Mr. This or Mrs. This. It's actually just first names that we normally address, but it's not a problem. You can use the Mr. or the Mrs. the to address your clients. Now you have to prioritize urgent requests. I've said this like, I mean, since I started this class, I've always talked about trying to prioritize um urgent requests. You would know when it's an urgent request. The way the tone, the content of whatever request it is, and you would know that you would know. So if okay, for example, like, I don't know, I keep using this where you have a list of tasks and then your client needs immediate information. Oh, we are trying to find your place. How can we find your place? You don't, okay, let's say you don't even know the address to your company. Let's say you're working from Nigeria here and then your company is in Canada. You most likely will not know how to describe to your clients how to find your company. So now that is really, really urgent. Now you cannot say, because uh, Chizoba, this is the virtual class actually. So how do we actually, should it be their company name or their sir? Okay, so the question that says, hello ma'am, if we're writing email to a company, how do we address the introductory part? That is, should it be dear company's name or, so in the events where you're writing to a company, you can either say hello. Now you can always, now the problem with addressing, you address the team, because you don't know who it is that is seeing that information. You can write hellos, you can't say dear Dear Incubator Hub. No, you can't do that. You can just probably say hello team or hello the company's name. I think that works better. The link sent to the email takes one. Technical team, please assist Onyinye with her complaint. So, Damola, I'm so sorry I cannot pronounce your first name. But the assignments, I will work with the technical team, and then we will give. You're going to have to. Let me just confirm. I think it's on LSM, LMS. Yes. So for your assignment, your assignment will be posted on LSM and LMS, and you have to, yes, basically you can use Good Day Tokbe instead of Jet Tokbe. You can do that. So for your assignments, I think you guys have to go through good Tolu. That's very good. Yeah, so you can do yes sir or madam. That is good. Actually, hello is better because it's an email. So you wanna do hello instead of hi. Hi is very, very casual. Hello is yeah. So hello is a little more professional. Hi has a casual tone to it when you say hi, except you want to say hey. But for me, I feel hey is I particularly don't like when someone says hey to me, so I would not want to say hey to the person. Adefunke, good evening, Miss Cynthia. How long have you been a virtual assistant? How long did it take you to be well familiarized with all the tools? Okay, so I have been a virtual assistant since two, two, three, four. I transitioned into virtual assistants. I'm a virtual assistant for like going to 3 years now, and it took me a year. Everybody has their own. LMS is technical team will give you more information on LMS. Somebody's going to respond to the LMS any question right now. They will. So it's going to take you a year to. For me, it took me a year to be very, very comfortable with oral, and then to have it on the tip of my finger. It's gonna take you a year to comfortably. Oh, thank you, Fellow, for that learning management system. You see, I'm learning on the job too. Um, so it took me a year to learn all of the softwares my company works with. Yes, need you to change of course. I'm meant to receive an email. Technical team will assist with that. Yes, Hey has this familiar, and I would not advise you use Hey. If I'm freelancing, I will help you with this, or I and my team will help you with this. So a question there reads, "Hey CC, hey, if I'm freelancing, should I say I will help you with this, or I and my team will help you with this?" Both of them are very correct. I will help you with this. They know for a fact that even if they don't know, you know you're going to go back to the team for advice to address whatever issue it is. So if you say I will help you shows your clients that you're confident that you can address whatever concern it is that they have. So both of them are correct. Where would you submit there? So there's going to be an onboarding on LMS. That's the learning management system. I don't know, an email to guide you. Tolu, you're asking submission. So thank you, Taiwo, for that. So Taiwo just responded to every question concerning LMS. So the question there is that reads, how long did it take you to get a virtual assistant job? Okay, so before I got my job as a virtual assistant, I was already working as a business relation manager at my former company. So I was applying. I just kept on. I got tired of doing the whole 9 to 5, having to leave the house and come out and go back and all of that. So I started applying while I was in my job. I hope my bosses doesn't hear me. So I was applying. So you just have to keep on applying. There is it will take you a while because you need to keep on applying because there's a lot of people applying for jobs. You need to make sure your CV is in check, your cover letter is but now if you write to a company, you can say dear sir or madam, or you can say hello team, or you can say hello the company's name and then say team or just hello team. Depends. It really depends. Sir or madam, it's okay. But in this day and age where there is now identity crisis, you just want to be careful so you don't go and let your email not go and send a different meaning. Miss Cynthia, please, are you a full-time VA or did you call? So the trick about so in as much as we are told that being a virtual assistant, you have flexibility of time and the rest, but you have to remember that you're a human being. I am a full-time virtual assistant by choice because I know I'm a human being and I know I need to rest. So if you're working 8 hours for a company, now depending on the time zone, some time zones are not favorable for as in be working in Nigeria and all of that. So let's say you're working in Canada and time zone. That's okay. If you're working in Canada, Canadian 8 a.m. It is Nigerians 1 p.m. 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So if you're working 8 hours, it's 1 p.m. So it's going to be like 1 to 8 p.m. in the evening or 9. Because sometimes you get to close late. So there, if you, as you see the time now, so from 1 to 9, there is no time for you to do the regular. There's no time for you to do regular jobs. So except you think if you feel you can, then you what's best advice except your working hours is very, very short, maybe 4 hours or 3 hours. Okay, do I need to change voice or accent to fit the conversation? You have to build that. Don't necessarily, if you change it, they'll know you're faking it. So that's the thing. If you change your accent, if you're not something you're comfortable with, they'll be sense that you're faking it. So we don't want that to happen. So just best practice is to speak slowly, calmly, and very audible. Pronounce your words clearly so that your clients can hear you. And you would, as time goes on, as you are learning to speak clearly and pronounce your words well, you would build you would build the proper tone as to which you would address your clients. Another question is, how do we handle clients politely who wake how sorry for the laugh. How do we handle clients who wake you up while sleeping because of time zone difference? I won't pick the call. No, it's not best practice. So please don't. It's not. So if I'm sleeping, I want to make sure I'm not sleeping on the job. Now, this is where you set boundaries. I want to make sure I'm not sleeping on the job. Now, if it's okay, now it's not even sleeping on job. You could actually sleep on your rest period. You can have rest time while you work. I mean, if you're working 8 hours, you can dedicate 1 hour to rest, or you can do the 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes of rest, and all of that. You can do that. So, in that situation, if your client should wake you up from, I mean, I don't. It's not advisable for you to pick a call while you're sleeping because you can be cranky and you will not sound audible for your client. So I think best practice is to return the call within 24 hours when you are sure you can handle your clients professionally, because you're sleeping. I don't think you want to remember to be professional. I mean, you don't want, I for one will not want to handle the clients while I am just waking up, or if I am just, if I am forced to, uh, if I'm just abruptly woken up from my sleep, I will not, I will take the call. I would wake up properly before I take the call. La la la. So another question is, do I need to change? Okay, no, I think I've answered that. Hi, Cynthia. For those who cannot afford a laptop, how do we navigate through being a virtual assistant without having a laptop to work? I'm aware that phone won't do good. You can get a tab, or you can a tab. But honestly, you need you can, or you use a computer, but you need a laptop. Honestly, you need a laptop. You can do you can do you can use your phone, but like I mentioned before, phone is for backups. When your laptop is down, you cannot perform all the tasks on your phone because your phone screen is small. Like the user interface of your phone is small as compared to like a laptop where you can like perform many other tasks. So please try and get a laptop, please. What is the average earning rate for a virtual assistant in Nigeria? The statistics always change, let me not lie. It changes. And with the economy in Nigeria, let me do a quick Google search for that because, girl, I'm not going to lie. The numbers that are on Google are almost not believable because, but I think the starting price is 150,000 naira, depending on your company. Now, if your company is a startup, you would, the prices ranges, but I feel the starting price should be 150,000 naira because you have to think of data, you have to think of power, you have to think of your well-being, transportation. There are sometimes where your location doesn't have light. You want to move to maybe a hub or a cafe where there's light, and you need to pay for their services. I understand that you want to do like it's your salary and all of, but you have to make sure that your salary is able to at least a certain percentage of your salary. You can dedicate it to handle data, power, issue, and logistics. Basically, logistics. Yeah, but it's ranging. I think the starting price, a fair starting price, should be 150,000 because data tariffs in Nigeria is expensive. Okay, so I need to do a Google search. How much are virtual assistants paid in Nigeria? You see, Google is even using I we shouldn't go to Google. Google won't give you an answer. What I see here is very disappointing to discourage you from being a virtual assistant. Well, based on my experience, 150,000 naira is a very good starting point for your pay, depending on your experience. I mean, for beginning entry level is 150,000 naira. Depending on the company, depending on the tax, depending on the number of hours. All of these are factors that affect your salary, your pay. And so, is it easy to find a VA job as a beginner without any work experience? I would not say easy is the word, but it is possible because in some job descriptions you can see experience as beginner or um experience. So the job description is going to give you for whatever opening will tell you you can still apply. I mean, it doesn't hurt applying. Apply. Even as a beginner, there are some company that are generous enough to teach you on the job. Yes. So apply. Do not be afraid of applying even as a beginner. How do you apply for your first job? Which platforms did you use? So there is remote.co. Asibo, remote.co. There is there's a list of them, but for me, and surprisingly, Twitter, they have some job posting. There are some accounts that actually do job posting that are really, really oh, sorry for the distraction, guys. I'm just responding to a message from the technical team. I have a question. So now I'm going back to our questions. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I just found out that base salary for virtual assistants in Nigeria starts from 70K to 233K per month. So then this range is, like I said, based on your job description. Now there can be additions, maybe stipends, vacations, medicals. Some people give base people give some companies give you base salaries, which is maybe the 70K, and then they give you an add-on of maybe 30K to sort out your data and logistics. So it ranges, honestly, but I'm very, very sure that every one of us that is going to be. Oh, I just saw a question right now that says, for my LinkedIn profile, is it okay if I write virtual assistant at Ladies in Tech Africa? If you say that, it simply means that. So now, what that is telling people is you are a virtual assistant working for Ladies in Tech. So that's, you're trying to tell them that you're working in ladies. So if you're not working in Ladies in Tech, no, please do not put that on your LinkedIn profile. When you are issued a certificate, now you can then say you're a virtual assistant trained by Ladies in Tech. So yeah, so that's a way you do not want to, you don't want to make people assume that you are you're working for a company you're not working for. We don't want it to happen. La, 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 la. Hello, Cynthia. In creating a mail, can we use double spacing? No, single line spacing, please. Please, single line. Double spacing is, yes, and you see 50K, 70K, it's very discouraging. When you think of data, you think of, let's say you have a, well, Mimi. Please, Miss Cynthia, can we round up the lecture before questions and answer session? My darling, we have rounded off the questions, the session, the lecture. I mean, we have rounded off. I will do a summary. Do we need work emails? Do we need work emails? Do we need to have a work email or a professional email will work or a personal email will work? So the thing is, one thing with work email is you normally you use your you use your personal email to apply for the job. When you get the job, you're given a work email. So for Mimi, I'm sure you know you're the one I'm speaking. So when I say that we are done with the lecture for this week, all that is left is for me to summarize all that we have learned since Monday, and I will do that in a bit. that would be in the next segment after we come back from our break. I would really just want to answer as much questions as I can. Um, okay, so another question. Let me go to the question. The reason why I did mention Upwork is because Upwork has actually become oversaturated, and Upwork, the experts in every niche have taken. They are the ones in at Upwork. If you go to Upwork now, you're going to feel very intimidated as a beginner. But you can go there and apply for work. God works in mysterious ways. You can get jobs from anywhere. Like I said, Twitter, there are job postings on Twitter. You can check that. Do you think it's advisable for a full-time student to be a virtual assistant while still in school? Won't it be too much work? It's Now this is going to be a time manage. You just have to know how to manage your time. If you feel you can do it, but honestly, I don't think I would not advise you to be a student and a virtual assistant because it's time. You have time. You need to read, and you need time to read. You need time to show up for classes. You need time to prepare for your exams, and then for work, you need to show up for work. You need to give timely feedback to your client. You need to review your emails because there are a lot of emails coming in every day, and you don't want to miss out on important information. So now your attention is going to be torn apart, and I would really not want you to suffer because of the workload. Then you'll not be having crisis balancing your work and your personal life. So except maybe the working hours is very flexible. You can work as you go, meaning you can manage to find time to respond. If your company is lenient enough for that, then sure, you can be a student and a virtual assistant. Hello, Cynthia. Can you state companies in Nigeria that do employ VAs? Honestly, I am currently unable to answer that question right now because there are lots of companies out there. You just need to search. That's why I told you Google is your best friend. Just search. You're going to find that answer. What is the technical difference between an executive assistant and a virtual assistant? So they are both. There is so executive is a posh title. Is the same is the same. Both roles are providing administrative support. So but I think the only difference is their work. So sorry, let me just check an information queue. Okay. Okay, back to my just cut my train of thought. So now, an executive assistant and a virtual assistant, they are both providing administrative support. That is what virtual assistants do. You provide administrative support. But the difference in their role is that the difference in the name, I think, is just the roles and their responsibilities. That's um that's different. An executive assistant, okay, an executive assistant, they work with the senior executive, all the CEOs, high level management. Those are the executive assistants. So I think it's just a role based. Virtual assistant is I think the entry level position, if I can say so, if that makes any sense. And they provide assistance to small businesses, small teams, while executive assistants are all those, companies that have made their names. I think that's just basically the difference between them. Both of them are providing administrative support. No, let me check for the question. Is it possible to get abroad clients as an yes, Ibokun, it is very, very possible to get abroad clients. So I will take a pause. I just missed our our break time. I'm so sorry about that. I got distracted and I did not realize that we need to go on a break. Are we going to be giving jobs? That technical team will respond to that question. Okay, can we work? Can one work with multiple companies at a time? Yes, as a freelancer, you can. You can have multiple. Yes, I and my colleague was talking about that. Yes, you can actually do that. You can, as a freelancer, if you are employed by one principal company, it's going to be hard to do that because of time. Except if you can do that, then sure. So we will take a break now. We will take a break so that we
Who is
can
a
gather
virtual
our
assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, And in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, And in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to.
Hello everyone. I hope we had ample time to take water and um, you know, rest while we draw to the end of our class, our session together. I really enjoyed talking about our soft skills, developing our soft skills. What else is it? Manager. I will respond to your question at the. I'm so sorry. But the question that was just asked right now concerning C suits, I will respond to it shortly. I just want to summarize. I just want to go through this summary. I just want to give a summary of all we have learned this week concerning soft skill development. So this is going to be the last day of our amazing week. I really enjoyed being here with you all, amazing ladies. So, a recap of all we've learned this week. We talked about soft skills. Soft skills including now what was soft skills. Soft skills are verbal and written. No, I want to define soft skill again for many of us that do not remember what our soft skills are. We're going to do a recap of what soft skills are. Just a very quick recap, not going to go so in just a touch. So, yeah, soft skills are your non technical skills. This includes communication, teamwork, problem solving, time management, and emotional intelligence. Like remember, like unlike hard skills that you have to that are job specific, something like typing, you know, um, project management. Project management is not a soft skill. It's a hard skill because you take a course for it and you learn it. So yes, so project management. So please don't think project management is you have to there's a very wide course you need to go take for project management. So anyway, um these soft skills are very important. The non-technical skills are really important for virtual assistants. These non-technical skills are essential for effectively interacting with your clients and your colleagues in a remote environment. Now, why does soft skill matter? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? It does matter because this helps with our communication. You know, virtual assistants, we working remotely. I'm working remotely from I cannot tell you where I'm working from, but yeah, I'm working remotely from a very comfortable space that is not an office. I am clearly communicating with you verbally. And in the event where I have to go via written communication, I have to make sure that my email or my message is very clear, correct English, correct grammar is used. I make sure that I don't have misspelled words in it. So this is very, very, very important. Now, this soft skill, why it matters is in time management. When, like I mentioned in, I think yesterday, you as virtual assistant, customer service, you are juggling multiple tasks and you have a lot of deadlines to meet. So now when you have a stronghold in time management, you're going to be able to manage your time and properly prioritize work and maintain balance. So for customer service, this your soft skill, it helps you build strong client relationship. There is nothing as beautiful there's nothing more beautiful than the relationship between a client and a customer service agent because it helps for referral. It's really good word of mouth. It's good for because I mean if you serve your clients well, they will remember you. And if you do not handle their request well, they will. If I think that's when they will even remember you more. They'll be like, this company, Temi, you know, that girl, she was rude. We don't want that happening. So this soft skill as a customer service agent is gonna help you build strong client relationship, and it's going to lead to long-term success, excellent long-term success, and excellent customer service skills helps meet client expectation, and it also addresses issues effectively. Now, for problem solving, your problem solving skills, it helps you to think critically and find solutions quickly, especially when you're faced with unexpected challenges. And then for professionalism, your soft skill will teach you to maintain professionalism and proper etiquette, as this is really essential to build credibility and trust with your clients. How do you develop your soft skills? You practice. You just need to practice all of the time. Practice your communication, regularly work on typing email. That's why that first assignment I gave you, no worries, I've extended the grace period to those who make, because I understand that we are yet to be onboarded on LMS. Once the onboarding has been successfully done, you will then send off the first assignment, and then I will be sending you some more that you would keep yourself busy for the week, and it should be turned in by Friday. So I'm giving you ample time to get onboarded on LMS, and also, take time to address the questions that I'm going to ask you. It's going to be based on what we've learned this week. So you're going to for to develop your soft skills, you need to use your time management tools, leverage on tools like to-do lists. I mean, even if you're not a virtual assistant, and like a day in a girl child life where you have to do chores and you have your personal things to do. Your to-do list helps you go through the day. Just write the list of everything you have to do and hold yourself accountable to checking them off of your list. You can use planners, you can use apps to stay organized, or you can also use the traditional method of just writing it down and ticking it off. Another way to enhance your customer service skill is to just practice. You can talk to your friends and play pretend. There is something like that in the assignments, no worries, where you would have to pair up and role play and address customers via email. Just do a little bit of. I'll tell you more about that when you get to see your assignments. For developing your soft skill, you need to learn to apply your problem solving techniques. So you have to use the structured framework to tackle challenges and implement solution. You find out what the root cause of the problem is. When you find out the root cause of the problem, then you start immediately trying to think of ways to remedy the solutions. What are the plausible ways? That what are those solutions that you can offer that would not? That's where you get to use your SWOT analysis. Is this decision I'm about to make in regards to this problem? Is it the right one that I'm supposed to take? And if it's not, I need to go back to my team. I need to buy time with the client, calm the client down, and all of that. Then always maintain professionalism. Now, developing your professionalism skill is to just calm. In fact, I think first is to be calm. Once you're calm, you sorry, just give me a moment. I can smell something burning. Apologies for that. I smelt something burning, and I had to tell the rest of the household that something was burning. Anyway, so going back to our summary. Yeah. So as I was saying before I got interrupted, and apologies that I got distracted for a bit. So once you're developing your soft skills, you need to make sure that yeah, you just need to make sure you manage. You just need to learn, practice, use tools like for your time management. Use tools like planners to help you stay organized. To develop your customer service skill, you just need to for your um, for your customer service skills, you just need to learn how to build strong client relationships, play pretend with your friends, discuss. We're going to have all of that in the. I have worked on an elaborate assignment that would help you practice all that you have learned this week. Professionalism and etiquette. Be calm. Um, be calm and speak respectfully. Listen, actively listen to your client's complaints, and then proactively try to come up with solutions to whatever problems that they may have or they may bring to you. If you're unable to respond to the to if you're unable to respond to the concern that they have at the time, let them know that you're going to escalate this to the team so that rest, and then please give them feedback within 24 hours. And if for any reason you're not able to give them feedback within that 24 hours, please let them know, and then give them an expected time frame um for where the feedback is going to come. So before I go back to question answering of the questions, I want to say a very, 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 very big thank you to the organizers of this training session, Ladies in Tech Africa Bootcamp. Thank you, the Incubator, and the rest of the team backstage that are making this possible. I also want to thank you, amazing ladies. I wish I could see all of your beautiful faces, but I do know that you are all doing well, and I wish you all success on your journey as you have chosen to, consider this career part of being a virtual assistant. Thank you for your dedication this week, for coming up to class, showing up, listening to my voice and my the plenty information I had to share with you all. Thank you. My colleague, I have another virtual assistant will take over for next week, and they will guide you through digital literacy and productivity tools. And this will help further equip you to become a very successful virtual assistant. Now I will go back to questioning for another 20 minutes, and then I will bring this our session to an end. So questions. Please, can we get intern job to build our experience? Yes, you can. You can get intern jobs, and if you're lucky, if you are very, very lucky, you will. if you're very, very lucky, you get paid for being an intern. Yes, there are some jobs that will pay you as they teach you, and then if you do very well, they will keep you. So you just have to check the job descriptions. As you go through your job searching journey. I wish every one of you success, but you should also look out for read the job opening very, very well, because there are some loopholes that you will not see, and when you already get into the job, you now notice that it's very, very hard to get out of. So please, how can we get intern jobs? You can get intern jobs by checking job sites, Twitter. People will say Upwork, but for me, I would just say that Upwork it's oversaturated right now. Now the professionals are there. You have to pay. You have to use Connect. You have to now use money. And as you're just starting up, I really would not advise you pay money to get a job that is supposed to pay you money. It has never actually made sense for me to pay money to get a job. It happens. People are lucky, but I mean, since we're just starting our humble beginnings, God is going to grace each of our efforts as we search for jobs. So don't worry. So soft skills are technical skills that influence how we work and interact with others. Yes, that's correct. That is soft skills. Hmm. Are we going to get slides? Yes, Sola. You're going to get slides for that. You're going to get the slide. So I will need to. I noticed while I was taking you through the course this week, I noticed some typo errors. I'm sorry I did not go through. I did. I proofread the slides, but oversights happened, and I apologize. So I will revise this. I will edit it, make sure everything is very, very okay, and then I would send it back to the technical team, and then they will share it with you. Okay, so question. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name, my lovely lady, but your question is, can one look for virtual assistant internship when you don't have much experience needed? So now the thing with experience is you can learn. You can go to YouTube. You're in this class, you're beginning to build your experience. You're learning, you're you're getting to get the basic information, so that is experience on its own. I mean, you haven't done the hands-on job yet, but this is an introductory part to. So don't get me wrong, all of this is really important, very, very important. You need to know the basics about how what is in there. When you then go in, when you get the job, you're going to now learn again. Now you're going to use what you have learned to help you survive the first few months, and then while you're on the job, you're going to learn. So learning never ends. Since I joined you all, I have been picking one or two things. Today, I I have actually been very ignorant about finding out what LMS fully is. And I learned that it was the learning management system. So thank you. I'm learning on the job. So the learning never ends. So yes, you can actually look for virtual assistant interns, but then it's really not going to help your company if you don't have a little bit of experience. That's by having this class that gives you like a pre-knowledge of what it's going to be like. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you for being in the class. I'm really glad that Eniola, thank you. Okay, so please, how do we get feedback from you on our assignment since today is our last class with you? Okay, so on Friday is when you get to submit the rest of the assignment that I will send it to the technical team, and they will send it to your emails. Technical team will do that. And after the onboarding on LMS, I'm sure the questions will be uploaded to LMS so you can have access to it from that place. So you would have to just take the onboarding class for that. And then once that is set up, you would have access to your assignments, and then you can turn in it by Friday before midnight. So I can use Saturday to check it, um, and then send everybody back their scores and correction. More like it's going to be corrections actually. I'm not going to score anybody. I will just correct you, and then I'll give you feedback and all of that. Amiola, Amiola. Okay, and I didn't see your question. Well, let me find it. Precious, hi, good evening. Let's see. Please, Ma, can we get the PDF for Monday and Tuesday class? The technical team will get that across to you. Thank you. I really wish I can say, okay, okay. So I just saw your question. I'm, God, I feel so bad for not being able to pronounce your lovely names. I'm a Yoruba girl, but God will help me. I cannot know everything in one day. I'm learning. I'm learning on the go. Okay. So I saw that question just now, and I don't know how I missed it. Okay. Good day, ma'am. Can you please assist us with some sites to apply as a VA? So there is remote dot. You know what? Let me just do a quick search. But my favorite place is remote.co because it tells you the entry requirements. So want to do remote virtual. No, okay, there's a site. So there's Upwork, there's LinkedIn, there's remote.co, which is my favorite. There's in Okay, so the full meaning of LMS is learning management system. Okay, Mark, please kindly explain the C-suite manager role. The C-suite manager role. I think I've seen that before. Okay, so that's where I attempt to get to by the grace of God. A C-suite or C level refers to the highest ranking executive roles within an organization, where the C stands for chief. So basically it's the highest ranking. So I hope that answered your question. The C there is the C suite is the highest ranking executive roles within an organization. So and then the C stands for chief. Now common C suite roles include CEO, that's the chief executive officer, CFO, the chief financial officer, the COO, chief operations officer, then CIO, chief information officer. I think there's even CVO self, chief visionary officer. So every CCC is chief. That stands for. Um, okay. Can you briefly go through decision making as a VA again? I'm gonna try to do that with the remaining. I'll try to do that in 10 minutes for that question. So, yes, certainly. Decision making as a virtual assistant is crucial because it involves making choices that impacts your work and how you manage your tasks for clients and for the company. Now, key aspects of decision making as a virtual assistant. So some key aspects of decision making as a virtual assistant is understanding your client's expectation. So now before making a decision, you want to understand what it is your client wants to achieve in regards to the services that are coming to your company to. Apologies for that. Apologies for the distraction. Okay, yes. So, and then there is, so when you understand your client's expectations, You make sure you clarify, you want to clarify what your expectations are, and make sure that it is something your company can do. And if not, you have to be flexible, and then try to accommodate what your client's need is. And so another key aspect you want to consider when making a decision for your client is to prioritize their inquiries. You want to evaluate the importance and the urgency of whatever it is they are coming to you for. And also, when you're making decisions as a VA, when it comes to prioritization, you want to prioritize your tasks and efficiently manage your time. So you have to prioritize in with your most urgent task being on the top tier, and then while other tasks you can handle will be just below it. Time management, decide on how much time you want to allocate to each task based on the importance. Very important. So you have to manage your time and allocate time to tasks based on the importance and ensure that your deadlines are met. Communication, decision making, keep your client informed about decisions you make, especially if it could impact the outcome of a project. I hope that has covered the decision making as a virtual assistant. But please, none of my aunts. Okay, so Nana, can you please send your question again? You should please understand that there are a lot of questions coming in, so it's possible that your question has been buried under the many messages that come into the comment section. So please send your question again, and I will look out for it and answer it. How do we get onboarded on LMS? The technical team will communicate that to you. I'm going to help us with the assignment. The assignment will be sent. So, Nana, if you're still here, please send me your questions, all of them, and I'll respond to it right now. So, for all the questions relating the assignments, the technical team will guide you to the onboarding session on LMS. Okay, for Chika, I will try to get the revised slide so you can have that to review, and that will help you guide that, and that will guide you through your the assignments that you're going to get. I'm still trying to look for technical team. If you can please find Nena's question. Nena, if you're here, can you please resend your question so I can respond to it?
Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka And in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means
Hi everyone. Apologies, my reception got interrupted, hence why I was abruptly set out of the live. But I'm here now. Um, thank you, Avimbola. Neck London time zones, Nigeria. Mm. Can you please mention the sites we can get freelance jobs? Honestly, there is no specific site tailored for freelance job. There are just you just have to try, keep searching, and as the Lord would. I keep seeing everybody responding to in the last question, but I don't know what in the last question is. So it would be nice if I knew if I could see what in the last question is, so I can respond to it. But anyway, guys, we have come to the end of today's lessons. I hope I was able to impact some new knowledge concerning. Okay, so I just see your question, and then it says, so if I'm working for two different clients, one in Nigeria and one in London, how do I incorporate the client in London's time zone into my schedule? Honestly, you have to find what the time zone difference is. And I think as of right now, London and Nigerian time zone is slightly the same thing. So it's going to be hard because if the time zones are the same, you will be torn between two companies and you'll be easily distracted, except you have a system that works for you. Uh, okay, thank you, Aniela. I think I just answered that question. Concerning the laptop, is it necessary one gets a specific? Just get a laptop that has a big screen and is working. It's just that's just what I'm going to say. Get a good laptop, a laptop that works, a laptop that the processor speed is very very good. I really don't know much about laptop processor speed and all of that, but um, yeah. So any laptop would do, but you have to make sure that the laptop is working. It's working at the on it's working well. I think that's what I want to use. Working well. So my lovely ladies, I'm thinking what of those. Thank you, Deborah. Amen. God bless you too. God bless you on your journey as you start searching for jobs as a virtual assistant. Jibril is asking, please, Ma, how many assignments do we have? I'm not going to tell you, but you will be able to answer all of them, I assure you. Okay. All right, my lovely ladies. This brings us to the end of today's class. I'm so happy we're able to end today's class early. So please go take time, rest, drink water, stay hydrated always. And I wish you good luck on your quest to become a virtual assistant. I will be seeing you all again soon. I won't tell you when, but I will see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. Bye.
Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant,